Hi everyone, this is Ali. I'm a Ghostbuster Tech, and this is a video of some things I made for my squad and myself. I'm gonna begin with the Ghostbuster Ecto Goggle. I had two Maddie before, and my wife didn't like the Maddie collector because she find it too heavy, and that was 2 years ago. So when the 2016 movie came out, so I've buy these. This is a goggle for soldering, and I've changed the lens here for yellow. It took only $1 per of yellow goggles at my dollar store, and I pull out the goggle, make it fit there, and voila. I also add a couple of things. Mostly come from old fax machine I had. That fax machine computer to printers, whatever. So I took a couple of piece and hot glued it. Looks nice. May I put a lot of cable because it's cool. And after that, I've printed on autocollant. Sorry, on sticker. Sorry, on sticker. Printed stickers with standard Ghostbuster sticker. So I put it on it. That's look very great. And I added this little thing. This is for nothing. I hope we can see well on the camera. Here. This is coming from a candela or some Christmas decoration that was broken, so I took the electronic and I said, why not? So these are pretty low tech and very low cost. She found out that it was hurting her head, and I put some. I don't find it near. Yeah, I think this is this. This goes on the door and help it not make much noise or isolate. So I put it on here, glued it, and put some paint, and it's much more comfortable. Her sister recently joined us, so she asked me to make her per goggle too. This is the same thing. I just buy more or less the same thing, but not the same color. Took what I had, and I put some old things I found in my junk box. I'm much of a recycle thing, so I like to recycle, to use old toys, old things I see. Recently, I destroyed 4 TVs, 4 CRT TVs I find near dumpster, and took all the electronic. It's really helpful. Okay, but better thing I've done, as you can see, I put 9-volt batteries. What is holding this? Well, it's simple. It's just something like that. Normally it's for pills, but this one is for glue. So I just took part and cut it with my Dremel, and it's holding perfectly. I'll put back there, and I'm gonna switch it on, and you can see there's lights. It's not big lights, but in the dark it light up. And that's pretty much for that. And I'm gonna come back with other things. Okay, this is my wife's sister's belt. And first thing you can see is the belt gizmo that I made myself. But before I'm gonna just show this, you have a pair of gloves. Mine or more oars just come from a simple from the dollar store, and they're black, and that's nothing more you need. You don't need the $10 the original. You won't wear it often anyway. So, but they fell. They always fall. So I just put a little paper clip on it, and they never fall. Okay, the belt gizmo. This is clearly the hottest thing on here. This is sorry. This is what it was at the origin. This is simply to put tape, and it's fairly cheap. I got it for $6 Canadian, and maybe there's cheaper, but this is the one I like. I find it fairly easy. So what is the electronic on it? Because they're not the original, of course. Remember the TV I have broken? Well, these are the parts that come from. This is well, to be precise, this come from the printer I was talking before, and these are many things coming from old telephone parts I see in the dumpster, but there are a lot of parts coming from the TV that I got a heat gun and I just dismantled. This is doing things with heat gun. You should do it in a very controlled environment with a lot of aeration because it smells awful. This is also something came from a TV. This is not much touch, and I got this thing hot glued. As you can see, this is from a simple phone cord that I hot glued and hot glue on that end. And yeah, I have screw it on this. I know something must be the original have sorry, I'm searching for my word. Not plastic, cuir, sorry, well, leather. Okay, a leather thing that hold it. I don't have these, but this look all right. I've found it look alright. Notice I've used some black duct tape. This is gonna be your friend. And I found out at the dollar store there are many other colors like blue, red, yellow. A friend of mine make problem pack that look very awesome, and you don't paint it. You just put tape on it. So, and that look very good. And I'm gonna go back with the belt of my wife. So this is the belt of my wife and her gizmo that come from a TV. And these parts is nearly as it came out from just behind the I'm gonna say the projector. It's not the right word. I know I do my electronic a long time ago, but I don't have the word right now. This is the cable, and this comes from a computer. Actually, it's an old video card that I cut and put some cables, glued it, whatever. It looked great. It's as I said, it's the first one that I made, and I'm very proud of it. On my wife belt, she got this peaky meter, who was 3D printed. Not 3D printed by me. It was the first thing I 3D printed that I bought, but it was painted and assembled by me and repaired a lot because these things always broke out. This is very not very goodly designed, but hey, it's the best I get. But I'm pretty happy about how it ended. Colors and stickers. These stickers I'm pretty very proud, and more than proud for this one. This is this is not that much to be proud. I just took some image on the web and mixed them with Photoshop and printed it on a sticker, and that looked great. And this is something I'm pretty happy to brought. This is pretty simple, and just something that you can find at the dollar store. And yes, she can put it on her belt and just get it that way, and easy to get out and remove and get it back. And it's really good for photos because it's only a prop for the photos, of course. But before I had this, I had this thing. This is a pretty simple battery tester that I have completely dismounted, and I replace the image inside and there with image that I modified on Photoshop. Before everything, I took photos of the original and just modify it, find image on internet, whatever. I'm pretty happy about how it look. Now it's on the belt of my of our sister, and it's gonna nearly go to the belt of my daughter, because this is the lightest we got, and now I got a Spirit Halloween the picky meter that look awesome. I already wanna buy a second too, but I'll go next to something else. So this is my belt. Okay, first I got a lifeguard. Yes, it's the fourth, but it looks like a two. I have buy that from my website. Links below. As you can see, it's not standard. It's a quick release. I'm gonna put the link below too. I got two belt clamp. One of them is to hold my my Maddie ecto goggle when it's not on use. The other, well, it's for the look. My glove with the paper clip to hold it. My Maddie collector, picky meter. The holder, I made it myself from a tape holder with and a belt that I have cut it and taped it and add some things just to help it hold. It's okay. It's okay. It's working well. I'm gonna make another one for my Spirit Halloween picky meter. This is the holder for my my Legos. This is my trap holder. It's look like this. Well, it was a tape holder too, but I just add a 3D printer, 3D printed, sorry, V hook, and I bolted on it, so you can see easily from where it came from. And I had just this thing, I think, from a dollar store. I simply duct taped it on it. Oh yeah, I also put a few screws to be sure that it doesn't move. My gizmo, made from a power supply and other things I found. The cable I use actually to connect little speakers, so it's 1/16, I think, and this is from a TV. It needs repair. Last deployment was tough on it. I'm still trying to find a right way to put to make it stay on the belt. It's pretty tough. I've tried many things, like put a hole on it and hold it, but it doesn't work that much. So I'm still trying to find a way. So next. Okay, so this is my daughter's uniform. I bought it, of course, and I've modified it. There were straps here and leather that I didn't like, so I took them over. I've simply well, I've repaired it after. I put our badge, the family Ghostbuster from Levy, and I bought it when she were 3, and I bought it big so that she can grow, and it's just recently that she began to outburst it, so it's gonna fit her for a year and not more. I've changed the belt, which something I made that was fairly easy, and I also got another uniform, a boy one. That's for the kids to try when at the booth, so they can have photo with it, and parents give something. Well, this is the pack of my daughter, the first one I've made. Also, this is looking like an ordinary pack that came with the uniform. But there was no wand, so I made it myself. It is made with old toys that were broken, so I hot glue something, use my Dremel, hot glue, and a lot, and I add little things like stickers and other things and electronics for the time. And also a V-hook, 3D printed, of course. And as you can see, when you push the button, and there's also a laser that is the face so that no one can be hurt. Electronic come from a Dollarama gun. This is only hooked to a 9-volt batteries, holded by black tape. This is not much, but at the beginning it had no V-hook. I had it because it was held to put it. She was tired to have it in her hands always, and it was not holding, so I installed the V-hook. As you can see, it's screwed, but on the other side of the screw, it's only holded by little metal nugget. I don't know what's the word in English. Sorry, but pretty ordinary. And just put it in there and hot glue with 2 nails that go like that, so it can't move, can't get out. Inside, only some little I think it's journal or something like that. I also add this up front, so that it won't slide out over little shoulders. This is a recent edition. It came from a dollar store kit. It's simply a radio, but I had something to put it on our belt. And this is going on our head or our neck sometimes. As you can see, it's a bow tie. It's my friend Annie who made them, and I'm gonna add the link down in the description. So if you want some, it's for cheap. I think I got $10, maybe more. So let me show you other things. So this is the belt gizmo I've made for my daughter. This is not much. And this came from an old CRT TV, and this also came from old CRT TV. But the connector here that I removed with the heat gun, I have put some hot glue on so that she won't scratch herself. It's not finished. I'm gonna say more cut this or use my Dremel to how can I say well, I'm gonna work on that so that she won't hurt herself. As always, I'm sorry, English is not my first language. Okay, and I also hot glued some cables and other stuff, and here, yeah, it's pink. she's a girl after all. And I hot glue this cable that came from jack to plug two speaker together. As you can see here, I used something very simple to put it on the belt. It's simply that. It's just some pipe hanger that I chain that I, let's say, more. Well, I worked them and put them. It's I also use that to hold my pack on my well, my backpack that I use. Forget the name. Alice pack. Yes, on my Alice pack. So I simply work this and as you can see, simply screw it on it and put some tape so that nobody could hurt herself. And I put it on the belt. So that's her gizmo. I'm gonna make other things. She have a little radio. She's gonna have her a small PK meter and her Google Ecto Goggle. Okay, now this is something I made at my beginnings. This is obviously look like a stethoscope, but it's an attempt to recreate the stethoscope with with earphone that Egan got at the beginning of the first movie. So I took something that came from a car repair things. It was very cheap, and these ear thing that come from the 80s that I took at the dollar store, very cheap. So I drill a hole and hot glue it. It's not very holding much. It's not very looking good, but hey, it's a prop. So if someone want to have a prop, well, I got some. This gun, I made it at it's one of the first thing I made. It's simply gun from dollar stores that I open, extract the electronic, and glue it back. There's no electronic inside, but it was looking good, and I put some things on the outside, so that's looked like a Ghostbuster prop more. And this is the pack that go on the belt. I put some thing here that go on a belt, and it's mostly parts from TV, so it's supposed to go there. And no, there's nothing to put it back. This is made for kids that wanted to take photos, but it's cool because it got lights. Yay! These lights come from a glove with many lights, and they just go on for a minute, and after that it closes down. This is very cheap. And as I said, it's only for kids who want to have something in their hands in photo. I made that for when we hold booths in Comic Cons and other place, so the kid can have something in their hands while we all have our real proton packs or some things, and they like that. So move on to the next thing. This is the first pack that I made from scratch. I call it the boson pack. It's simply a laser tag pistol and a whole vacuum cleaner that my daughter didn't like, that I modify with other parts, other broken things. Some come from broken nerve, other from broken toys, and breath. And I think this comes from a remote or something. Okay, let me show you. There's electronic inside that I take at a dollar store toy. And you can see the light. I can add this too, and when we fire, no, I didn't fire. Now I'm gonna fire. This is looking cool. I also add this so it can't be put at a belt, and the pack itself also had light. I think the batteries are dead. Sorry, but it have a couple of light, and that looked cool. But sorry, it's using a lot of battery. Double A, 3 in the back and 6 in the gun. But I'm pretty proud of what I made. It's mostly old things and hot glue, but as I said, I'm pretty proud. And it's a pack that go in diagonal, so there's only one handle for the back. Yes, it's an old belt. Okay, everybody recognize the pack from the 2016 Ghostbuster, with only a green light getting out, and you can put a ghost here, and it's like a projector. This is the old pack of my wife. The first one she had, now she used a Spirit Halloween that I just use a 3D printed V-hook on it. It's the only modification I made for now. I didn't have much time on it. So what I do, I put a couple of stickers, but most importantly, I've sewn it on a backpack that I bought at a dollar store. It's not very good, but as you can see, it's always broken. But I'm gonna repair it again so far because I don't have any other option for now for my my wife's sister. Since I'm working on other packs right now. So this is it. Thank you very much for listening. As you can see, I'm not so good, but I'm doing what I can. I'm working on a lot of things right now. Next video is gonna be on what I'm working for the foreseeable future. I have many things that I want to do, and I'm gonna show you where I am at that. So I'm not posting that often or neither regularly, so if you want to hit the notification button and subscribe as you want. So thank you very much. Bye.